So this example here, the first thing I see are vertical angles. We see that angle 15 or angle 4 is a vertical angle with to 115. They're directly across from one another. Okay, so that means angle 4 is equal to 115 degrees. Okay, that's the first thing I see. Now that I see what my angle 4 is equal to, now I see consecutive interior angles. Consecutive interior angles add up to 180 degrees. These two guys added together equals 180. So that gives me some ability to make an equation here. I have 115, that's the angle measure of angle 4, plus x plus 5. And I know if I put those together, those two angles, I have 180 degrees. Notice this and this, I can put those together. They're all just normal numbers. So when I put those together, I have 115 plus 5 is 120. Nothing has happened to my x yet, and that still equals 180 degrees. So pretty simple one-step equation. I'm just going to take away 120 degrees from both sides. If I take 120 away from this side, these cancels out, leaves me my x on this side. And then 180 minus 120 is 60. So that means my x is equal to 60 degrees, right? But that's not what that angle equals to, because we have to add 5. So that angle in total is equal to 65 degrees, which makes sense because 65 plus 115 equals this 180, which is what we're working on. So for this example, we have 2x over there, and then we have this 120. So like I said, there's always lots of different ways you can do this problem. The way that I see this is, first off, one, we have corresponding angles. We have this angle corresponds with this angle. So therefore, they're equal. Okay, that's the corresponding angles theorem. Now that we have that there, the second thing I see is linear pairs. Okay, these two angles are on a straight angle. They make up 180 degrees. So we have 180 degrees is equal to 2x plus 120. Solving for x, this is a two-step equation. We have to get rid of this number, okay, so that we can then isolate x further. So if I subtract, the opposite of adding is subtracting. If I subtract 120 from both sides, okay, that's going to cancel out because 120 minus 120 is 0. 180 minus 120, this is our perfect or favorite number, 60. And that's going to equal to, since that is gone, only our 2x remains. So this is 2 times x. 2x is the same thing as 2 times x. The opposite of times is divide. And divide not one side, but both sides, so that this 2 cancels out, makes 1. 1 times x is x. And then 60 divided by 2 is 30. So x equals 30 degrees. All right. Solving for x is then something more tricky, okay? So there's lots of different levels of problems. As long as you're understanding the angles, that's important, but there will be a lot of algebra type problems just like this next school year. So it's really important that you practice.